Out? You want out? Come on. Out. You ready to go inside? Well, it's been a while. It's been, I think, about a couple of months now since I've made a video. And I thought the Datsun would be done, but unfortunately it's not. The door is chilling right there, and the rest of the car is chilling right there. I've been steadily working on this rust. It is horrible. This fender is done. That's patched. Kind of a bad job. I would say it's a decent job for somebody that doesn't know what he's doing. This was covered prior. I don't have the original piece here, but previously they just covered it with a, how would you say it, just like some piece of metal. It wasn't welded on, and they just painted over it. And now I have this new upper rocker piece, whatever you want to call it, on top now. It's nice and straight. Should be good. I'm waiting on the patch panels for this dog leg, and I am getting this piece together for those guys that order. I should have probably went with KF or KF Vintage Fab, or they make the green parts for the Datsuns, but they do come at a premium price, and it is for a reason. I should have ordered them, but these are the Tabco pieces. If you're me, honestly, it's not too bad. You're paying, I think, half the price for the Tabco versus KF, but they fit well. But the riv nut, there's a nut where the fender bolts onto, and it doesn't line up. Obviously, I gotta clean this up. I shut it closed, took the welded nut on there. I'm gonna drill a new hole and put a new riv nut in there. That way this fender lines up real nice. But just something to keep in mind. This is the hatch. There was a bad patch here. I put a new, I put a new patch in here, as well as covered these holes because we'll not need these holes anymore. But it is a bit warped. Actually, it's very warped, and I am working to fix that. I am not a welder. I did pick this up when I started working on this gal. I am no welder. I definitely do not know what I'm doing, but I am learning, and it's been an experience, and that's the whole thing of what this is about. But I thought I'd get it sooner, at least have it in primer by now, but unfortunately not. We're close. I'm almost done with all the rust, thankfully. Kinda. I'd say half of the car is done. But we're only doing the outside, or at least, hold on. Let me give you guys a quick rundown for people that don't know. So, quick little story time. My dad bought this car about 10 years ago. We bought it in Houston. I can pull up a photo from like a Facebook post I made when I was like 13 years old. He bought it for $1,000, at least that's what he says he bought for it. It runs and drives, just need a new fuel pump, and it ran and everything back then. And then I had a Subaru, a VA WRX 2016 Limited. Love that car. Unfortunately, the engine blew up. I rebuilt the engine, and then a month later I got rear-ended by a Jeep Wrangler. And then that got totaled out and took the check, and I was like, you know what? Instead of buying a new car, I do really want to GTR us though, one day. But went to where the garage this car was sitting at, and got it to run again. All I needed was a new fuel pump and I think a new distributor cap, and it just started right up. Drove it home with no brakes. Well, they were semi-C's. It did brake, and I don't know. I was very excited. The car ran. I was like, oh my god, this running. I'm so excited. This car's been here so long, and it just kind of just sat in a garage, just sitting there. I don't have a picture. At least if I do have one, I'll put a picture of it. It sat in a garage, and my cousin, she had like a bunch of kayaks. You could tell it needs saving. And honestly, I kind of regret I didn't need to repaint it. And I thought it was going to be easy. To all my bodywork guys, I definitely underestimated the amount of work you guys do. It is insane, and I'm not even at prep yet. I'm still in rust repair, and it's a lot. I thought I would have this car in primer, but this rust is no joke. And every time I cut this rust off, there's even more rust behind it. And yeah, in this little garage, and this is my father's garage, and I am taking up so much space in here. So I'm just trying to get this car in primer. I wanted to do the whole thing, obviously. I do not have the space for all that. Like, there's just no way. Like, that's an engine to this guy. And there's my dog Chico. But yeah, this door, like, let's say an example. This door needs a new door skin or just like fix all this rust and this lower. They do sell this lower patch section, and I do need to sand this off and see how far this rust goes. Because if it's just this piece, it's not. It doesn't see. It's right below the body line, so I should be able to just make a patch. I have a piece of sheet metal 18 gauge in my Mazda. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I wanted to pull the engine out. The original story of this car was, it was the Houston owner. It was originally, I don't recall the name of the blue that the Datsuns came with from the factory, but they repainted it, this yellow car, but the car wasn't stripped down. They kind of just it's single stage paint as well. They single stage painted over it, and you can like see like the overspray marks, and at least when I took it down to bare metal, there was what they they just kind of like scuffed up the paint a bit, and I guess maybe they did it correctly. I don't know. I'm no painter, but yeah. So current progress: hood is in primer. Side marker, the front side markers are deleted. Both. I got that rocker semi done. What else? This fender, right side fender, is patched. I do have the piece somewhere. It was bad, but that's fixed. Luckily, the left side fender, no rust. And let's see what else. I've decided I was gonna delete the rear side markers, but I kind of like how they look. I sent a picture of the kit I have with these still in there, and honestly, I'm a fan of the look, so I'm gonna keep those. Let's see what else. This is the big issue. Oh, there's also a dent. The car was, hold on, let me get over here. By over here, very tight spaces. The car was hit on this driver's side door and quarter. There's like some damage on this door. I think I could fix that without replacing the door skin. But it was banged up real good in here. It looks a lot better now, at least from what I can see. It was really bad earlier. Maybe still a little bit more pulling. Shout out to Will. He let me borrow that guy. It is a Harbor Freight stud welder, and it comes with the slide hammer and everything. Kind of just been learning to use it. And I got this a good amount out. The thing is, the fender flare that I have for this, it protrudes really high, and it covers essentially all of this. So I do want to fix this as much as I can, but you're not going to see anything past, like, I would say to this pin. Anything to the right of it, you're not going to see it. It's such a big fender flare. I'd get it. It's sitting up there. Maybe I'll pull it down. But yeah, that's a big issue that I had. There's some rust, not compared to the other door. The only rust I'm finding is here on the front of the door and on the rear of the door. And then I gotta fix this rocker, this dog leg too. It's not as bad. The passenger side is the worst, but the driver's side upper rocker is bad. This is what it looked like on the other side. So here we go. Here's a perfect example. Let's pull this guy out of here. So the previous person that repainted it back in Houston, he had like this, like, I want to say, is this metal, right? It's like aluminum or tin, or I don't know. But he had it slid on like this, and that's it. They just had it slide it over, and they painted right over it. And I was like, I didn't even notice until I started stripping the car down, and then boom, what is that? So yeah, it's there, and it's exactly how that side looked. So I just cut this out completely, and we just welded a new patch. What I am seeing is I'm worried a little bit about this side. I have no idea how I'm going to approach this. It doesn't look too hard of a patch to make. I don't know. Remember, I don't know what I'm doing. I am a complete I literally know nothing about metalwork and such. I am learning with this car. Another thing I would like to mention, I'm not really chasing a purist, how do you say, restoration with this car. I did drive it last year like this during the summer, and I love driving this car. And I just miss it because I just took it down. It officially went on jack stands in November. And now it is currently June, and I miss driving this car. Everybody's driving their cars out here in Chicago in the summer, and I feel bad. Or not, I feel bad. And now, everybody's driving their cars out right now this summer, and I just miss driving this car so much. I really just want to drive it again, just get it painted, and get it moving. And honestly, it's not, at least it's not that much. It's a small car. Who knows? There's a couple of painters. There's a couple of guys that do paint and they do body work, and shout out to those guys for helping me out and giving me advice of what I should do, where I should invest my money, what kind of products to use. But I just missed driving the car. But yeah, we're only gonna do the motor runs. Completely healthy motor. I even took down the gas tank. So this was the lower rear quarter on the bottom, and that is a lot. I assume it's Bondo. They covered this whole rust hole with that. You could kind of see it through the paint. I was like, let me find out what's underneath there, and yeah, that's bad. And underneath all that, that's really bad. And I am trying to figure out how I am going to tackle this big rust piece. I'm probably going to cut it all the way past here. We'll see. But yeah, this is very bad. And it is the tame. Oh man, it's been stressing me out. What else? Oh, antenna hole is patched. Oh, let me fix the camera settings. Yes, antenna hole is patched. No antenna. But yeah, she's looking pretty nice. Get in there. Parts everywhere. Parts everywhere. Here's all the glass and all the literally everything I stripped off the car, and we are out of space. And I just been accumulating. I've been to Harbor Freight so many times for miscellaneous items, but we're getting there. Welding is getting better. Car is slowly coming together, but we will see. But I just kind of want to give an update. But yeah, I just want to leave a quick update. It is currently June, and I want this car in primer by the end of June, or maybe early July, and start getting done with the body work. But honestly, it's just a gamble of having time to work on the car, and it's like I only get like an hour or two a day, and then on the weekends there's like times I don't really work on the car. But yeah, just want to leave a quick update. This is her. I'll show you guys the body kit when it is kitted, or I'll show you guys the body kit when I have the body work done and I can mock it up, and it looks so nice. There's also wheels I'm waiting for. It's been about 6 months, but for the wheels I ordered, it was to be expected. So honestly, who knows? I could probably be done with the whole car in paint, and it'll still be waiting on the wheels. So we'll see. No rush on the wheels. The car's nowhere near done, but yeah. Anyways, my name is Adrian Castillo. You know where to subscribe if you want to keep up for more content. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.